After 2 years and 90 rolls of black and white film, I can finally show you what I've been working on. I've always wanted to commit to a long-term project. 2 years isn't much, but for someone used to sharing work almost immediately, it felt very significant. From the beginning, I knew this was something I didn't want to rush. I knew it needed time to develop. One place in particular kept calling me back, Valletta, the capital city of Malta. At the time, I didn't have a clear subject. I only knew I didn't want to make photos that had already been made 1,000 times. The challenge with photographing a place like Valletta is that it has been captured countless times already, making it difficult to create work that feels fresh and original. As I started shooting, I found myself naturally attracted to the state of the city. Valletta is a city that carries a ridiculous amount of history for how small it is. It was founded right after the Great Siege of 1565 by the Order of St. John. This place didn't just survive history, it was shaped by it. Empires passed through, each leaving their mark. During World War II, Malta was relentlessly bombed and Valletta was hit hard. In some street, it honestly feels like time has stopped. The weight of time shows everywhere, but it's still a living city. People live and work there, and that contrast is where the project started to reveal itself. When I first started, I was shooting every day, shooting an entire roll and developing it straight away. This was the most fun, and it really helped me to nail it home. I began noticing patterns in the people I saw every day. I made new friends, and over time, it felt like I was being invited in. By the end, everything felt more natural. The pace slowed down, but I knew what I was looking for. At a certain point, the work needed to exist off-screen, so I started making small prints to see which images worked together, which ones pushed the narrative forward, and which ones had no place and had to go. That has been the hardest and most stressful part of the project, going from over 3,000 images to the 42 that are in the book. Now, I've never made a book before, even with my experience printing my own work. Book printing is a completely different thing, so I started looking for the right people. I kept thinking about a zine I bought years ago, printed on black paper by a Portuguese studio called Sud Sud. It felt like the right place to start. After speaking with them, it was clear that they cared deeply about their work, so this wasn't going to be just another project for them. We spent around 5 months going back and forth, sharing different ideas, layouts, and producing 2 dummies and 1 draft. To iterate faster, they made dummies printed on standard roll paper and folded together into a book. Because they were the same size as the final version, they made it easier to judge the layout before sending anything to print. Once we were confident in the sequence and layout, we asked the printer to produce a proper draft. And here it is. I love its minimalist feel and the care that went into every small detail. The cover is printed on black paper with a silver ink texture designed to echo film grain, and to keep it aesthetically consistent, we decided to spray all the edges black. The title reflects the state of the city, a place suspended between its past and its present. This isn't the final version of the book. There are still a few refinements to make, but it's closer than ever to the real thing. Next month, I'm heading to Portugal to sit down with the designers and printer, make the final adjustments, and sign off on the print run. Subscribe if you're interested in tagging along. Pre-orders for the book open today, and it will ship in February. Those who pre-order will receive an exclusive video where I go through the book and share more context and commentary on each photo. To place a pre-order, you can visit my website, bernardgatt.com. In February, I'll also be holding my first solo exhibition at the Malta Society of Arts, entirely dedicated to this work. I'll be sharing more details soon, along with some behind the scenes. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if there's anything related to bookmaking you'd like me to cover, feel free to let me know. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.